Still on justice for Mohbad. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a shocker. You are in. When I say for a shocker, you are in for a shocker. Recall that justice for Mohbad became a bit quiet. That is because of the standstill or standoff between Mohbad's father and Cynthia Mowumo, the so-called widow, who has refused to willingly, without being forced, without even being cajoled to get DNA done. And because of the weak system, somehow she has been able to hide behind this lackadaisical court and judge. Anyway, that is not even that. That is not even what I want to buttress upon. You know, certain people, persons who decided to be on justice for Mohbad, they said a lot of things here and there, and because of the slackness, because of how long this has dragged, Cynthia became emboldened. She started arresting certain people, claiming that they had said things against our son. Now, that's that. Investigation and a lot has been going on, and more intellectual, and of course, people whose conscience are right, people who are serious about what should be and what should not. They've been working behind the scene, and what they discovered, action that they took, action that they are taking, is one of its kind. It is one of its kind. So if Cynthia thinks that she has the backing of Yabojo, we heard that she has moved into Yabojo's house. She's living in one of the rooms. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Whatever, wherever. If not for Mohbad's revenue, that money that is accruing every day, every second. Come on. Come on. There won't have been this much interest in who is going to drag Cynthia to whose side. And unfortunately, what people expected from the father of the deceased, although to an extent he will say, what can I do? I tried my best. We all cannot pretend that this was botched from the beginning. There are certain things that happened from the onset of justice for Mohbad. In fact, before we started saying justice for Mohbad, I'm talking about the action of Mohbad's parent at the beginning gave room to this slackness that we all have been experiencing. Many have gone quiet, many are frustrated, and I cannot blame them. How can I even blame anybody? Leaving your work, job, I mean, time spent, money, effort, so many things put on justice for Mohbad, and the next thing you will hear is that they said Mohbad's father said, oh, they said Mohbad's mother said, they said that Cynthia said, they said the judge said. It got a lot of people frustrated. Please like and share, tap on the subscribe button as we jump right into this explosive one. You will be surprised.
And Damola, and they bring out the truth and say, I tell you, when you lead, do a video, come and become. Then they use the commissioner of police by to hijack the investigation. He said, don't worry, you are the professionals to investigate, don't worry. Let me take care of it from my office. And he gave it to the special squad one. And when those ones took it as special squad one, okay, are you people trained to do this kind of stuff? You are not even homicide department. There is evidence of homicide in this investigation. The commissioner of police, okay, office so investigate, not the professionals. The core department that is saddled with the responsibility. And they try to do whatever they can. They quickly charge Damola to court. They put Adura as the witness. And lo and behold, Olu come there, Olu come there. They want to do this to Yomifabi. They want to collect 3 million from Yomifabi. Where is Yomifabi to testify? No. Adura is the one testifying against Damola on what they wanted to swindle me. Share reply it again. Èmi ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbá. Èmi ni wọ́n fi kíní ṣáàtì pẹ̀lú. Èmi ni mo lọ complain fọlọ́pàá. Commissioner of police gbé Àdúrà. Lẹ́yìn tẹ́mi ti complain Àdúrà náà ti wá wọ́n gba Àdúrà. Òun ló máa lọ just to deceive. And so you could see the entire pattern. All of you should see clearly that they are using money and influence to block the truth. And that is where you know that the 3 seconds video tó jáde yẹn àti ṣáàtì yẹn, they are extremely genuine. And at the end of the day, how come I'm trying on it? They will try to say they want to silence us, but a reinvestigation will now properly touch on all these areas. And that is why I'm giving kudos to the Nigerian public, because After all we have done, guys, more revelations are now coming out. Kudos to all of you. So we're able to push forward. We're able to get to this level because we were supporting one another. You that you are here, you're not setting up a competition. You ensure that this is the part and let's pursue it as public. Because if anybody is very good, press conference, billboard, it's not just it's the public are supporting this. They only wanted to make it look like the public are not united. That is why these criminals, they infiltrated the platform of social media to create division because it's easier for them to establish, public division. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ibìkan la ti ń pàdé ni, gbogbo àwọn tẹlifí tó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, wọn ò ní dún rárá, wọn ò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀ péjọpọ̀ àwọn tó rí wọn pé because you'll be seen as not just a Judas, you'll be seen as a direct criminal. What sense does it make? Well, this is the public. We are in the same room. And the police, who is going to speak on behalf of all of you? You need one person. Even if you selected 10 people to go and be representing the entire crowd, somebody must lead them. So if that is the case, social media, it cannot operate in the real life. So for somebody like myself, who is representing, who is putting everything on the line to say, let's do this and get it right once, because the melting point, the rallying point is social media. It's going to be very easy for anybody who is part of the criminals or who is one of those that killed Mohbad to say, I don't want to even support this person anyhow. Even if he is bringing Jesus down in this case, I'll be saying that is fake Jesus. Hey, hi, Jesus. Or I'll say it is fake. But, you understand? So with people like you, we're marching forward. Now, when the public pursue the case, they've made you and I believe that all the courts in Nigeria, they are supporting the death and the killing of Mohbad. They made you understand that all this stuff. Let me play something to you here. Come on here. This thing from the governor of Osho State. Me, if I play complain, if I can book in, very important. I can go party B. Richie, understand better. You come on here. Come on here. This part. Go. I go be you first. So you them. If I want, I come and play a campaign.
Video. The senator even threatened that where they cannot get the senator killing of Accord party leaders and their families. In the video, the senator even threatened that where they cannot get Accord party leaders, they should kill their wives and children. This is now beyond politics. This is now a national security threat that requires the attention of Mr. President through the Office of the National Security Advisor.
The governor says the matter disturbing him now, that is affecting his state, a sitting governor, requires what? The attention of a president. True. True. Rishi there.
Requires the attention of Mr. President through the Office of the National Security Advisor.
Through who? Anytime our comment section, respond now. Through the office of who? They require the attention of Mr. President. Through whose office? National Security Advisor, NSA. I'll play it again, Kelly Bo.
The attention of Mr. President through the Office of the National Security Advisor.
Now, the question you're going to ask yourself, did Break the Silence Foundation, when we saw what they were doing in Lagos State, and then we escalated the matter to the president, and the presidency gave a directive that this is the decision of the president, go and lift and duplicate all the case file of Mohbad anywhere, harmonize all places anywhere they've investigated Mohbad's case in Lagos, whether it is the command, whether it is the SID, whether Commissioner of Police Office, whether the Zonal Command, IG, we are giving you that order. gbogbo bí tó wá ti ṣe case Mohbad lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pa gbogbo ẹ̀ papọ̀. They should bring it to Abuja, and we are instructing the DIG FCID to what? Go and investigate and harmonize and prosecute. Prosecution, they are charging them to court, except we, the public, did not follow up. And in the process of that, because they are aware, one of the officers has been able to call them in advance that something has happened though. Where are they taking the case? They've already followed it up, and they were, giving them the contact of those involved. What is but those officers, they are ready to work with us. I said, what do we do? You have to act. We have to. Our report must show that we are working with the petitioner as directed by the presidency. So you guys will act like the petitioner. Nobody should say anything to that your meal. So it is you people that will put there. Then we will now stage whatever we are staging. They did the primary investigation. They have to do the investigation. They did their job. And when they realized everything, they took the report they did everything, all their findings, took it to Abuja, and then a report was available. So they realized that from all their investigation, 8 persons, minimum of 8 persons, can be said to be involved directly in whatever killed Mohbad on that day, 11th. I can tell you all for free, Mohbad died on the 11th. Boy, I get Dajito to go bleed here, I'll be later lale on that 11th. Koto Komojumaro, Lokuni, Loa Pani. Police will tell you guys what you need to know. So, and the case got to Abuja. And because a lot of people do not understand, when a petition is written against you, if it is an active or it is an ongoing crime, police are called in. And the crime is going, maybe somebody is fighting, or there is somebody who is a burglar who had already jumped or scaled the fence into somebody's house and was stealing, and police are called in. If they find you in that action, they don't need invitation. They don't need warrant of arrest. They must arrest, they can arrest you immediately because it is an ongoing crime. But if it is a case whereby there is a later, complaint to the police that we have a belief that so and so person did this, or so and so person tried to make an attempt to take my life, and this and that, naturally, the police, by all standard, before they invite you, because what you people don't understand with Nigeria is that there are 2 types of petitions. Petitions with evidence and petitions without evidence. Just statement or witness accounts or complainant's account. So if your petition is coming with verbal complaint, any form of complaint, and you go to the station, you write your petition, state what the person did, police will not say because you've written petition, it becomes a criminal offense, or the person has committed a crime, or they see the reason to go after whoever you complain against. They will now invite you down. You wrote this to our Oga. Oga have seen the breakdown of what you wrote. And then you attach this, you attach this. Can you come and tell us what came about this? You explain to the officer in charge, they assigned the case to. The officer will look into it and say, okay, it did what? When did he say he was going to take your life? This is the message he sent to me. They will look into your phone. Okay, it's an authentic message. Okay, is a copy of this message in your petition? Yes. They will look into everything. Say, where is the person? It's also place. Do you know the person's house? Yes, no problem. You have a person's number? Yes. Where did it happen? It's so house. And he macheted you on that day? Yes. And people were there. Who can testify to this? Like, that is the person that did it. He's the one now. Even the house. There is CCTV. Please power tap, guys. Until send the puzzle one. A power tap about drop a gift. All I was in when flag in when you can about power tap cash. See, no activity. They will think people are not happy with what they are hearing, and they will start to want to question you or flag you. Okay. So please power tap and share. Join the club. Join the fan club. Send the fan club. Share. Send the gift. It's a gifting platform app. So if you program, so basically, when the police now see that, before they even go after the person you accused, they will go to that area to Soye, if necessary. When we CCTV here, they will check it and say, Madam, we are police officers, we are investigating the matter. We have an order to check into your CCTV. Can you allow us to check? So go and bring you. Okay, warrant to search. If the person feels he doesn't need the warrant to say, okay, come and check. If a person agree for them, no, don't need to go. I'll help you. Let me open it for you. Open the CCTV. They'll check everything. They'll say, can we need it. We'll come and take a copy. They'll write everything down. The time they took the stuff, who helped them to extract it, what the minutes of the stuff, the code, the details of that hard disk or DVR. They will take all of that. They will go to the station, put everything. When they finish speaking to people, who was there too? One of my friends or my girlfriend was there that day when I was macheted. Please call your friend to come. The friend will go to the station. Were you there when they macheted your guy? Said, yes, I was there. What happened? We will say the same thing. Okay, your story are together. Can you write it as a statement? And will you be willing to be a witness? Said, yes, I will come when you need me. The person will write the statement against the person that macheted. Write them. Put the statement down and everything. Say, thank you, you're a witness. They will do all of that. That is what is, because as at that time, the person that macheted did not know that you have reported the matter. Did not know that police have already begun investigation. When police did all of that, speak to the owner of the house, speak to the girlfriend, get the CCTV, speak to, even if possible, go to the hospital and speak to the doctor. What did you treat? I treated this, you are the one that treated. Can you please help us drop a statement, or can we get a report from you? Police will collect the reports of the treatment of that complainant, keep it in the case file that, okay, then they will now come up with their own reports. That's when the police will now sit down and say, okay, no problem, we have a case now, this is it. Then the next thing they will do is, before they now write the final report, the first preliminary report will go that, Oga, we have a case against this person, the person you asked me to investigate, this is my findings, the only thing that is left is to bring the suspect in, so we need to send an invitation. So send an invitation to the person to come, and then tell him you are investigating a case of assault, threat to life, and all of that. If you state that, might tip the person off. If they look at maybe the history of that person, they might say, you know what, just tell the person fact finding on a particular case that is being reported. Don't tell him you are doing this, because the person, might quickly know that, oh, we are coming. It depends on the discretion. But in most cases, the right thing to do is to state what you are needing the person for, so that the person can prepare him or herself. So to my opinion, what's going shine here? What is shining label me? Kó tó di pé wọ́n ṣe wá lọ síbi tí ilé tiẹ̀ kó náà tó wá ṣá lórí tó náà bá ní evidence pé òun ló kọ́ ṣá mi ń bì á mú dání, and the police will now say, look at you. You came to report to us that this man came to your house to machete you. But what about you telling us how it started, that you went to the person's house, you first macheted him in the back, he ran away, they treated the person, he wore his clothes, and he traced you down to your house, and he macheted you. But you didn't tell us you were the one that went to his house before. That is when the police will now, say, okay, write your own statement, let's see your own evidence, and then they will write charges. Who committed crime? Who didn't commit crime? Who is guilty? Who is not guilty? Is it a case of self-defense? If it's not a case of self-defense because you left your house, they've attacked you, instead of you to report to the police, you took laws into your hands and you went to the person's house to retaliate. It is no longer a case of self-defense. You premeditatedly, you took your time, you processed your action, and you went to carry it out instead of reporting to the police. You have contravened the law and you have committed a crime in that area, and you'll be punished for that as well. But in a case whereby there was nothing like that, the person is just the first aggressor, they gave you a contract to go and kill somebody, and you went to attack the person in the house, you inflicted injuries, and then it is being recorded, there is evidence. When they pack everything like that, when they now send you invitation, you go to Bashin police station, because there are overwhelming evidence. One le marry in Tofishaye as at that time. Nǹkan tó kọ́kù ní kọ́ lay hand lórí, wọ́n ti rí fídíò bí tó ti fi àdá ẹ̀ ṣá lórí. Wọ́n ti rí èèyàn tó sọ pé àdá ló lò. doctor ti sọ pé àdá làwọn treat àpá èèyàn kan ṣáyàn lórí lòun làwọn treat, and they've seen the video evidence. Immediately you honor the invitation tó bá ṣe ń déwájú ọlọ́pàá bóyá wọ́n wá bá ẹni offer invitation ó ti fẹ́ sára ẹ̀rìn wọlé ní boy time tó fún ẹ wọn dá ẹ láàmú, and in most cases invitation will be like they'll give you like 48 hours gap. If they invite you a day on the 16th, they can't ask you to come on the 17th. They will ask you to come on the 18th. If it is falls on weekend, you have to be the following working hours, because you don't know whether they are looking for you. You don't know whether anybody complained about you. They just told you that they need you to come and help them to help you. So immediately you step in and you have a face-to-face with the IPO. So today, I want to master department on law and to Maloba. Okay, this is my lawyer. My name is so person, because the police officer might not know you by face. Okay, that's your name. Okay, thank you. Sit down, sir. Thank you, barrister. Then the police will now tell you, I'm coming, sir. At that moment in time, they're already preparing to place you under arrest. They have to be guiding you so that you cannot run. So the moment they come, they will bring their case file and then they will ask you, sir, a case or a matter was reported against you, and so and so and so. Do you know so person? Yes, I know. Did you fight the person? And so did you mash it? I didn't mash it. Oh, are you sure you didn't mash it? So it's not going to be easier for you. Even if you say you didn't mash it, police have seen video where you macheted. People have come to testify that you macheted. Even if there is no video, if somebody was there a witness is there to say that you were the one that macheted, and the person had written a statement, if the person didn't come to write a statement, that means the person is a hostile witness. Police might not be so sure if it is true. Until they are on the video, but they cannot be sure whether the person complaining is truly saying the truth. In most cases, they need somebody to witness because they were not there. So if you have a mark in your head and you point to somebody, they were like, are you sure it's the person? But if you are lucky to have somebody to say, that is the person that macheted, I was looking at them from so angle, and the person is willing to write statements and to stand as a witness. So when police have that, they will say, you didn't do, okay. For us to complete our investigation, we're going to be placed, you're under arrest, we're going to be detaining you. So they would take over your stuff and say, sir, you have right to remain silent and you have right to an attorney. As anything you say might be taken against you in the court of law. So they will tell you, do you have a lawyer? If you say, I came with my lawyer, okay, good. And they will now say, because you're under arrest, we want to obtain your statement. And then they will now tell your lawyer, he's now in our custody, he's under investigation. Well, you are free to be there when we take this statement so that you will not say, we took the statement under duress, we tortured. So you can guide your client. You are not to speak for him, but you can guide. So then they begin to do the statement. They might obtain the statement under caution, and they might give you the free will to write whatever you know about the case that was brought before you. And in most cases, the petition will be given to you. Okay, they will open it for you. Or you read the complaint against you. So in the process, while they are interviewing you, they will be bringing the evidence they have against you. Look at this video. Is this you in this video? This is not, I'm not the one who, are you sure? I'm not the one who, okay. Write it in your statement that a video was shown to you in the course of investigation and you're not the one. No problem. So did you machete this person? No, I didn't machete. Look at the video. Are you not the one speaking here? And your voice is showing clearly. I'm not the one who write it there that you're not the one. But if you are the one, write it in your statement. Whether you say you are the one or you're not the one, that is proper police job. So in the process, you wrote against everything. But in most cases, if your lawyer is there, the lawyer will look at the evidence and look carefully, quickly and say, well, if you write you're not the one, you are messing up yourself. But if you confess that you are the one, it makes it easier. Your lawyer will not advise you to be lying again in your statement form because you're going to sign and it's going to be binding. So that is exactly what happened in the case of Wunmi when she turned herself in Abuja. When the presidency gives an order like that, the professionals at the FCID, they won't just go and say, start arresting her. The investigation had been done in May. The report was already available based on the previous investigation. More investigation in Lagos State Police Command. FCID the only thing they did was to what? Was to engage the service of these terrible criminals. They are justice fighter representing Break the Silence Foundation, because they don't want myself to be aware or anybody to nominate to my shepherd Lolopa, because the directive of the presidency stated that they should work with Break the Silence Foundation and Mr. Yomi Fabi, the convener, who complained and petitioned to the presidency. So I want dying because although I want to a big case file want to notify one. So immediately want to lay me want to in London, and nowhere they refuse to contact me, or maybe they try to contact every time to your SIM card me number to letter ID Break the Silence. Want to petition or to try to get through. Whatever they must have done, nobody knows until we got that inkling that what if ẹgbẹ́ ìbẹ̀bọ̀ jẹ́ bàbá yẹn náà fi wá pa nígbà tó wá láti Àbújá ṣé wọ́n pe àwa ni wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ wọn lọ wọ́n ti ṣe nǹkan tó máa ṣe wọ́n ti gba gbogbo àwọn tó máa bá sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó máa gba statement lẹ́nu wọ́n ti gba statement. Is to now so go we'll come back. So in most cases you will be surprised that most of these people have been invited. Wọ́n ti invite gbogbo wọn yẹn àwọn tó yẹ kó invite want to gba statement lẹ́nu wọn want to party now to arrest and start to take them to court. Only nígbà táwa dé as the petitioner came in statement tèmi náà kí case file yẹn lè wà ready for court, and that is when they began to do what they are doing, the abracadabra. They sent in these people go and disrupt whatever is doing, and they did all they can, and that super joke they warned against her. Tó bá jẹ́ pé super joke ẹ mọ̀ pé as the IPO ó mọ̀ gbà tá fẹ́ arrest Damola àti kini ha nearly achieve by, because the oga at the FCID don't even deal with her. Only 3 of us ló máa sọ fún tẹ́ bá ti ready leko, just anywhere you spot any of these people, call us immediately. We'll raise a team that will go and effect the arrest. It's still the same police, our Logawambi. And that was what happened. So immediately I went to court, I spotted the Damola, we were waiting for Adura. I notified Abuja, and they sent in 2 tactical squad. And they swung up Kodon police station, and Damola was arrested. I detailed how he was arrested. And then he was deposited at the area command, Area G, for onward transportation to Abuja for the murder investigation and murder case of Mohbad. And then we're told to continue. I have to come in there, meet with them, do my own first stuff. As the complainant, I must be there physically. As Bodo come meet over the first suspect. Then we'll go after the rest of the other suspects. And then we'll try to pick the second one. Then these people, they still find a way to hijack, and they turn it to Yonkonyorin. And trust me, the right thing to do is what we have done. We've approached the courts so that whatever it is, and to go forward because of what disobey the order of the presidency, we'll come back very shortly to say, because the National Security Advisor is duly aware. I reported the matter of their own abracadabra. What was going on, I wasn't comfortable. And I had to report the matter to the National Security Advisor for onward, attention of the president. And the National Security Advisor acted swiftly. When they got to them, the guy only told me that, Mohbad, I don't know what to do. The NSA is, asking for us to send a report back, what is happening before they take action. So they received complaints about this social case that you're supposed to do. And the IG2, what do notice? But with these terrible hijackers, they are not the one that complained to the National Security Advisor. But these people still find a way to download to them. Now the question is this: it's my case. The presidency is not involved. the national security advisor, about not to make case lobby. But when they were going to be getting full download and what's it that way? So I want one crook police officer is giving them the full download. If not because that these people, why would they be telling them about the petition I wrote to the national security advisor and the resulting actions? When the NSA demands answer to complaints in a case that you have been directed by the presidency, there is wala. Those are part of the places they realize that the former Inspector General of Police is not straightforward with the president, and it could bring problem to the administration of Asiwaju. And they realize that what I was telling them was actually the truth. So the only thing that is left, Onipe, as it is now, the danger and the problem with this case that I expect theory. I want to long power want him call different reports. Maybe not. It is now left for the public to pursue the case the way it should, because public to get complainants on behalf of Mohbad. Follow up, we will not be able to get the justice for Mohbad. So we quickly had to separate the wheat from the chaff. Those times I was giving these people audience attention is way over, because at the end of the day, it might look like I'm on TikTok. I'm no longer accessible. I'm no longer that available. I am only available for people like you that are genuine, that are standing tall, that are honest, and understand the workings of the society. That we are public, but do we all go to the police, go to the government, and be speaking like barbarians? No. We need at least a structure that will be interfacing with the government institution, so that you won't be stressing them. And you all are identified. Okay, whatever it is, this person has been doing the best. Social media is physically present, is facing the risk, and we can see the risk, and he didn't back down. So it's okay to trust him and let him be speaking on behalf of the public with the police, and he's transparent enough. He's coming back. He's coming to even give us Taba Dalamuju. He won't give unnecessary information, and that is what we've been doing. And to the best and to the glory of Almighty, now the case is now getting balanced. So it only requires some level of patience. We are patient now. One move far adjournment, from judgment into they just want to. It's because there is court. Case here, you can see the speedy hearing because there is no dirty interference. A week and a half, the case is being adjourned and we are progressing. But the moment that is now to get judgment, there was going to be, because judges will write judgment in Afegba and order. What's saying is a court judgment. So when the case had gone to trial, documents have been submitted, evidence have been submitted, the judge will afterwards set a date to write his or her judgment. So must set a date. I will adjourn this thing matter for judgment after all the process of the law had been fulfilled in the court. They've given the police the time to come and defend their matter, and evidence of service, was fully established during the trial. Judge Iberi, there's a lawyer, our lawyer, they were duly served. You've done everything. I've seen all the documentation, everything. Once you join that crew, and the judge said, "Now we're going to trial." And after the trial went on, the legal team, they presented their case, they did everything. The judge said, "Are you ready for my questions? Because I would have to do my job. I've seen what you brought. I've seen everything. I know the position of the law. But in this particular matter, as the judge that you're asked to give judgment, I have some questions I want to ask too on behalf of this matter." And the judge and our legal team said, "We are fully ready, my lord." And they began to ask. And they were answering. And when it got to the point, the judge, according to what I was told, was, documenting every, fact finding by the courts. And when it got to where the judge felt like, okay, at this point, let's even do it this way again. All the lawyers in this court, those for this case and those not for this case, I need you to be part of this case now, is my court. Now, this matter, what does the law says, and what do you have to back it up? Please go into your research, and I want answers. If you are ready, signify, and I will ask you to quote relevant authorities. And almost all the lawyers, they were echoed the same sentiment and just said, good, that is what I want to establish, so that tomorrow the police or anybody will not say, this and that and that. And just, okay, now that we have been able to do everything necessary, I'm going to be reserving this case for judgment. And if they have allowed the joinder, bó ṣe ganu sí tán rọ àwọn criminals yẹn pé kọ́ lọ́ máa sọ pé àwọn làwọn ṣe case yẹn, bó ṣe máa gbé joinder wọlé nìyẹn, and the joinder is not coming there to support us because kò mú kankan wá, kò kọ́kọ́ gidi síbẹ̀, kò mú evidence kankan wá. They just want to be an independent body in the matter, and then they will start submitting motions upon motion to frustrate and delay. Because tó bá gbà wọlé ńjọ́ yẹn ní 25th of June yẹn, case yẹn ó máa adjourn to bí November 2025 or December to start afresh. That means gbogbo nǹkan tá submit tẹ́lẹ̀ àwa máa lọ gba títọ̀dọ̀ títí joinder yẹn. That's tó bá yẹ kó ní nǹkan gidi ni o. Àṣẹ attach ẹ̀ mọ́ rate of summon. Àá kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀. Nǹkan tó bá fi sí yẹn, àá fi orúkọ tiẹ̀ náà sí as the other party tàjọ ń ṣe case against ọlọ́pàá. Tó bá ti wá ṣe tán gbogbo process yẹn. Anyway, àwọn tẹ̀lé máa náwó yẹn náà. Meanwhile, these criminals, they will still say, we will pay the money. Then we'll have to go and do all the process again. They will retype, they will add their name, then Ashe serve ọlọ́pàá, Ashe serve court, ọlọ́pàá máa serve court, máa lọ serve ọlọ́pàá, máa serve Lagos. Àwọn Ashe ìyẹn fún yẹn ni o. Tá bá ti gbé wá first, wọ́n gbà wọlé, wọ́n Ashe wá dájọ́ pé kó lọ serve wọn. Ìjọ tó bá ní kó lọ serve yẹn wá ní àwọn asúgbẹ́jọ́ yẹn síjọba yìí. Wọ́n fi sí ìgbẹ́jọ́ next tó máa jẹ́ lẹ́yìn tí serve ti December yẹn, ó lè jò di February 2027. After 2027 yẹn, ọlọ́pàá ṣe máa bóyá ṣe ìlú yẹn ọlọ́pàá ṣe máa ẹ ti ṣiṣẹ́ yín dáadáa bí ẹ jẹ́ káwọn náà wà lọ ganu sínsìn. So táwọn bá ti ń gbégbá báyìí, lawyer àti ìwọ then maybe they would have find a way to say our own lawyer should stop coming. That one will say is pursuing the case. Akọ́mọ̀jọ́ come on Lubombe, and they will mess up the justice for that one. And the judge will look at it and say, àwọn tó gbé case ìwá court bóyá wọ́n ti bribe wọn ni àbí wọ́n ti threaten wọn. They've hijacked the case in their hand. Look, I can't be fighting for nǹkan tó bá gbé wáṣíwájú mi máa dájọ́ lé lórí ẹ̀. I'm a judge. I'm not supposed to take sides. And it turns out to be that the owner of this case, they are not professional, they are not sincere enough. They sold out their case by allowing a joinder that is coming to do harm to their case. The same joinder táwọn yẹn lọ náà wọ́n ṣe tán náà làwọn gbé case láti Èkó, àwọn competition láti 2024, IG ti direct PRO àti legal team kọ́ lọ investigate case ikú Mohbad. I don't know how an IG will give a directive to the PRO and the legal team to go and do the job of homicide detectives. And some people believe that nonsense on TikTok. And I'm not ready to start arguing with people because there is a platform they thought they want to use to deceive because they believe the platform can be bought over. But if I get the platform LA, then the movement that is funding the NGO will be weak. So, and I think those people, they have a price. They sold their conscience. But you call it or whatever it is. I don't know whatever it is they use in buying them. They use their agents to, and the things they did was to look at offline. They bought those ones and they asked them to sell the future of themselves and their children. Pot of porridge. And they were just attacking my reputation unprovoked. Even the majority of you do not know that some of them were so intimate. But because money is involved, also me the Samson, Delilah to Yakun Gogono Samson, Delilah to know one fado Jesho. If I allow I'll be everybody. Only taba please. Adabi abi what your colori afefe agburemu. So kò sẹ́ni tó tẹ̀ tọ́jú yẹn síbi kan. So that's just that aspect. Please power tap, guys. We are just on approaching 70,000 likes. Let's listen to this. Please power tap. About why I do love that. Oh yeah, about me power tap. King Sly. Send the at me. If you have not joined my fan club, please join the fan club. Please join the fan club. Thank you so much, Abejade. Guys, let's take the likes up. I'm waiting. Let's take it up. Let's power tap.
If there was a camera outside, how did with the camera outside turn a 360-degree now, zoom into the house to see what happened in the house? Mohbad did not die outside in the compound, he died inside the house.
So when we got to the hospital, the doctor tried to examine him. I think like 15 minutes later, just the doctor broke the news and said.
The reality of life is that people like this, because of our funny some level of assurances that is it this government, we have bought it over. They might have taken this girl to some people. I want you to believe one lady, don't let na sexy, want about the button, want to and she thought that that's the end. But untodo today, but forgetting that Buba kurubete jusori orori Mohbad. Ìgbà tó ń pọ̀ fún ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ fún iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe pé ń tẹ́ṣe àṣegbé ni o tẹ́ bá ti ṣe débi tó ti fẹ́ sin ọmọ nǹkan tá a rí ni pé ó máa jà ó máa kájú kúrò ńlẹ̀ ni o ó máa sọ sójú olórí yẹn táyì tó bá ṣe ń sin yẹn sọ síbẹ̀ kán bò lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ìyẹn ló fi ní rí wàhálà o torí pé ohun tó dó yẹn bá dé tó bá ti bò lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ jẹ́ kó bò lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ kán dẹ̀ rẹ̀ tí ó bá ti rí ta mọ́ nothing they will ask. No justice will come. Nothing will happen to you. And they thought they perfected it. The Baba Mohbad was very close to where Mohbad was being. Because gbogbo wọn tó jọ ṣe pẹ̀lú ohun tí bàbá yẹn ṣe. Bóyá ìtàn ẹbí ṣe rituals ni o. Bóyá wọ́n help àwọn Wunmi àtàwọn tí ẹ̀ tó jọ pa Mohbad ni o. They, with Àdúrà, Darosha, they just don't want them to face the wrath of the law. And they thought the jazz would be covered. Pé tó bá ti ṣe tán, kò sí ohun tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. And all of them, they've been promised a lot of goodies. Pé owó wà ńlẹ̀. Owó wà ńlẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n olówó kan tí Mohbad ń jà fún tẹ́lẹ̀. Owó yẹn gbogbo ilẹ̀ máa pín. Gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ wò báyìí pé so this is how people make it in life. Èmi tí wò pé mo ṣe máa di millionaire nìyẹn. And they were deceiving and using the courtism, whatever to deceive. And they thought it's over, nothing. So it is just Koto Iruwan until they eventually arrest the Wunmi and take her to court. Nígbà tó bá kọ́ ń gbọ́ charges yẹn tó rí pé so this thing will eventually happen. Ẹ̀yin sọ pé ó rù ni ó máa wá rù original. How I realize this, so the people can eventually know and get a concrete evidence that I actually killed this man. And then, because the authorities, I have always tell those that cares to listen, when police are in your matter, no matter the bribe you are giving them, police really, in most cases, your call through to one, cover. Let's do our job. Don't worry. When we do our job, often will be case wait to the evidence against you. It means to get criminal no call it negotiate. So in an attempt to do their job, in most cases, to now delete most of this evidence humanly. Because police, they don't, because they believe they still have the power to hide the truth and present the fake. See your gown, the battle is settled. Go and keep down there because the matter if it come up anytime. They can take the case from us. If they take the case, if somebody petitions somewhere else and they take the case away from us now, anything where we hide or we see we hide can fall back on us. They will order room trial us and they might even send us to prison. So me, I don't know if you go to jail because of say somebody kill. Do the job, get your evidence, bring it here. If we realize that we've done our job and we find a way, if there is a way to now say, this one, no matter we can still cover. Maybe the person get better person, can't negotiate for them, or big money is involved. That is when the chance for these rogue, police officers to come in. They always see the way to, obstruct or pervert the way of justice rather, if some serious negotiation comes in. But the reality is they will first do their job. So Ibiti, Wunmi, Darosha Tadura, Ibiti, Ati Baba Mohbad, the police have done the right thing. They know the fact of the case. And when they did, the right thing for them to do is to say, okay, but what they come say, Wunmi ati lo connection, no ti lo ba one senior advocate of Nigeria, want to logo, actress she little bit she can do. Mohbad never died in the house. He died inside the house. There is no, just to make it look like, they are part of it. A D-bang by a D-love. So those are the things that we face and that you should expect in the course of a weak justice system. And that is why we all must be proactive in the matter that concerns Nigeria. So there won't be any selective justice. And at the end of the day, she thought that they've calculated their own strategy, find a way to cage Yomi Fabi. If Yomi will not make noise, because we don't know who will tell him that you have already turned yourself in. And that will be, but they were able to enjoy it a bit. Because one damn lamb, time here, I had no choice than to leave. And when I left the shores of Nigeria, I was already, airborne. She turned herself in. Investigation was going on. So by the time turn drill, it was the time I was supposed to be escalating the matter so that she will not be released. She did not want to spend 2-3 days. Shocky body, frustrate detention, knowing fully well that they are not ready to go to court until they arrest the other people. And then I want to was some bay. But by all of it, when the case is that and all this stuff, they know what they did. But if you say it, they will be asking you to bring your proof. Activism to me. When it is time, and at the end of the day, they granted her bail after they extracted everything they need to extract from her and make the case file ready for litigation, court trial. So if they arrest the remaining suspects, they will just ask whoever took her bail, return her back, and then we go to court. So while we are that, we have approached the court again, and they must give an order. Like I'm saying, that they've stopped it. We don't know why they stopped. They didn't touch the area, they didn't touch this. And the police did not come and argue to say, we have touched everything. Everything they put in that, the writ of someone, we have touched it. The judge understands immediately that for the police not to show face is because if they have done the necessary thing, they will quickly rush to court. They only need one lawyer to come there. Go and tell the judge that we have done everything, show the judge our investigation activities, and defend it. Period. And when they come, the judge will say, so what are we talking about? I reserve my case for judgment. And having been satisfied that the police have done the needful, the case has been, fully investigated, and then but the police did not come and say that because they know they didn't. So whatever they must have done is still halfway. And whatever the case may be, to us, I don't know. According to as we are now, to arresting me. A show now. So, because if I were Johnny court, a job no lo shi maru. Ati pari e kilo da yin dúró. Owó ni, owó wo. Àbí kò lè jẹ́ ó lè wá sọ ko da yin dúró. Àṣìwá àwọn suspect tó kù ni. So ẹ ti ṣe àbí. Kí ló tẹ́ ti video evidence. Where is the evidence of your investigation on the 3 seconds video, the 10 minutes video. To allow Adura, extract that. Can I see the video? And what have you arrested those people in the video? Have you arrested those people in the house with Mohbad when he died? Because we are seeing the picture of him in the mortuary here. Atiri apa, atiri gbogbo ẹ. Báwo la pa ìṣe dáre? Ta ló kan lọ́rùn? Tí Wunmi ò bá sẹni tó kan lọ́rùn. Tí Adura ò sẹni tó kan lọ́rùn. Tí Darosha ò sẹni tó kan lọ́rùn. Tí bàbá Mohbad náà kò sẹni tó kan lọ́rùn. Tó kàn sọ alẹ́ Wunmi ló pa Mohbad tó lù pa. Who did this? Well, it's already happened. Who did it? If they are all terror, and the same person that is saying Ale Mohbad, Ale Wunmi ló pa Mohbad, who is the Ale? Ale Mohbad ló pa Mohbad. So you knew the Ale killed Mohbad inside his house in the presence of the wife, and then you went to bury Mohbad 12 hours, not even 12 days after, not 12 weeks after, 12 hours after. So why would you go and bury your son that was killed by his Ale, his competitor? Or at what point did you know it was the Ale? Okay, if you did not know, you were not there. If you, Mr. Joseph Aloba, was not in the house, or you are not the one that sent the Ale to go and kill Mohbad, your son Adura cannot deny the fact that he saw the Ale when they came into the house. Your brother-in-law, Bolu Atife Adeyamo, show no real Ale. Wunmi is working with a Ale. Your own son and your brother-in-law, the youngest brother to Iya Mohbad, show no tún ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Ale. Tó fi jẹ́ pé ní lọ́lọ́pàá kò sọ Ale, ní Corona Court kò dárúkọ Ale. Now, lórí gbogbo interview kò dárúkọ Ale. And at the end of the day, you were saying it was the Ale. In an apparent cajole attempt, you are trying to pressure Wunmi to let her know that, tó bá ti release the property of mommy, I will be revealing your truth. Wunmi náà lè sọ pé tẹ́ bá sọ òótọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, èmi náà sọ gbé tí ọmọ yín gbogbo tẹ́yìn ṣe, tádùrá ṣe gbogbo ogun àjọ ń lọ sí ni. That is why Yamba said, kọ́lọ́pàá kọ́ everybody. Gbogbo yín lẹ́jọ́ ṣẹlẹ́bọ̀tọ̀. So at the end of the day, Adura and Darosha, if they didn't work with the Ale to buy Mohbad to beat him to death, why were they so good at not telling you, Daddy, they lost him, Egbomi? Àwọn tó wá pa ìjọba ti sí ọlọ́pàá, kí lẹ́tà lọ fọlọ́sọ ọlọ́pàá? Tí bàbá Mohbad ń lọ wájú, Tádùrá ń tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn, tí Darosha ń tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn. Tó ń fẹjọ́ sọ ọlọ́pàá pé àní ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, blood wa, ẹni tó wá pamọ́ nílé lélẹ̀. Àwọn tó jọ lù ṣe léṣe lélẹ̀. If Wunmi work with the Ale to kill Mohbad. But the reality is that àti Ale, àti Wunmi, àti Darosha, àti Adura, gbogbo wọn jọ pa Mohbad ni àti spending. All lù pa. That is why they are concealing the video evidence. That is why all of them are playing one role or the other to ensure that the truth does not come out. Because àti spending, how do we do this now? They needed somebody to take the fall. Okay, whatever must have happened, I have a girlfriend. I have a girl that used to treat me. And when somebody suggested that let's use a nurse, she took the fall. Damola played a part. Oh no. At the point they brought him in, he took a fall. Ṣebí ọ̀rọ̀ Zomo lẹ ti gbọ́ pé nígbà tí Wunmi lọ yọ ọ̀bẹ in a particular incident, Damola wà ńbẹ̀, Adura wà ńbẹ̀. Ìjọ́ wo ni Wunmi lọ yọ ọ̀bẹ? The same Zomo tí bàbá Mohbad ń protect. Ó náà lọ yọ ọ̀bẹ. Kò yé yín? Tell us, should make any sense? Kọ́nà fún bàbá Mohbad ní fídíò tí Wunmi ti yọ ọ̀bẹ. You saw the criminals that came on here to say that no, that 3 seconds video is the same video that Wunmi went to remove knife. Zomo said, oh Lord, yọ ọ̀bẹ. Wọ́n ní bọ́lọ́tì olówó kitchen lọ. Oh no, my gun, why don't we just soldier? Wunmi said Zomo is my friend. Baba Mohbad said Zomo wọlé yẹn rí. Is that not disturbing for you as a member of the public? Baba, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? Do you have integrity, sir? Ìyàwó ọmọ yín pè yín privately. Ó ní bàbá, Cynthia ló sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé fẹ́ ṣorí burúkú ni? Ṣé fẹ́ ẹmọ̀ kó mọ̀ owó yín láti jọ yìí ni? Ẹ fẹ́ palẹ̀ à ń bẹ́ ṣe pa promise àbí? Ẹ fẹ́ palẹ̀ à ń bẹ́ ṣe pọ́kọ́ mi àbí? Ṣé ẹmọ̀ kó mọ̀ owó yín tí nǹkan kan bá fi lè ṣe kíní kan? Bàbá gbìn ibi tó wà ó dákẹ́ síbẹ̀. dákẹ́ síbẹ̀ ó jẹ́ tún bí oko pope Wunmi sọ̀rọ̀ ní bàbá ló ní kí nọ́ọ̀sì máa lọ nígbà tó ti lo nọ́ọ̀sì tán ó ti play role tiẹ̀ tán ní on the 11 yẹn on the 12 ẹ ti perfect gbogbo tí bàbá sọ pé rọ̀lẹ́ òun gorí omi ok ṣé ó ti lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ ti jọ lọ hospital ìwọ tẹ̀lé wọn ok ìwọ lè bá lọ́n tí ẹ nọ́ọ̀sì Wunmi sọ pé bàbá ló ní kí nọ́ọ̀sì máa lọ bàbá ní òun ò fojú rí nọ́ọ̀sì rí o because there is kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ perfect gbogbo rubbish tó ṣe yẹn kò lè jẹ́ lọ because it's like they are trying to repackage báwo ni ọmọ ṣe mú nọ́ọ̀sì tó gún ọmọ yín pa tó bá yẹ pé òun lè fẹ́ lò tẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní fojú rí for almost 2 years who are you baba Mohbad who are you supporting fojú rí nọ́ọ̀sì but ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ detain the nurse for 4 months dẹ̀ fojú rí ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ lẹ́ ń jà fún Mohbad ẹ̀yin lẹ́wọ̀n wájú dẹ̀ ń lé everybody padà have any NGO anything legal team ibẹ̀lẹ̀ tí máa mọ̀ pé they stage these people to chase the public away and divide the public and so that they can be in control of the case and deceive the same public we're trying that are the original people that have interest in justice for Mohbad. Gbogbo àwọn package àti pattern àwa lẹ́bí àwa ní kíní kan àwa la ní right láti kíní kan ó ń gbẹ̀bọ̀dé. That is why the rule of law must take its course. Make it make sense. Bàbá tó ń sọ pé òun ò mọ̀ ọ̀hún fún òun ní doctor's report. Ó ti dé police station ọlọ́pàá sọ pé ẹ parọ́ pé ẹ lọ police station. But where is the police report? Doctor's report? Because you can't just come here and tell me somebody died. I don't care ó ti kú. Ta ló sọ pé ó kú? Báwo ló ṣe kú? Ẹlẹ́mọ̀. But ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ pé wọ́n gbé lọ hospital now. That means a doctor saw how he died. We want to hear what the doctor says, and most times it's always documented. Where is the document? To even be that they claimed they went to 2 hospitals. 2 hospitals. So the 2 hospitals, one issue doctor's report. Nurse to tell you, not even when you claimed that a nurse was involved. It's quite sad. They did the autopsy as if they didn't do it because both autopsy were coming with some terrible grammar in your body, uncertain, and inconclusive, because they claimed they shouldn't have buried the boy the time they buried him. They should have waited. But and it was already seen under 12 hours here. Criminal in no case. Because no reasonable person with what the Baba claimed he knows before Mohbad was buried would even have the effrontery. Will have the effrontery. You cannot claim. Even if just picture it was your enemy. Picture if it was your enemy you found in the situation you found Mohbad. Can you, in your honesty, if you ask or you attempted to force an horrid burial for your enemy in that way, it shows that you are trying to cover up something. How much more somebody you claimed is your child, somebody you care about. Exist in Nigeria now. No matter how you don't trust the police, at that point in time, you will know that, hey, even if at all, I don't want to be seeing the body of my child. I'm your bit for you. I'm your bit of Mokulo and Kakon, Parena. Packaging a command will pay, Kokondani, Kyo, for Juro Common, but Koshipetobachele, or Jojo be a mafo, Koshipobi on the Dokonjo, Kiji, on the gel, Obimaloche business. I'm your Baba, that of my Baku, lay Yaoki Gilomaloso. Yaoki Gikere ní fò ní. Ani bàbá pẹ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yan bí tó ti ń dìmọ̀ tó kó wa bàbá lè gbùdù báyìí. Ó tẹ̀ dùn mí gan ọmọ ìṣe kú àmọ́ ìdẹ́ ló ń tọ́jú mi pàpàpà ó ti dà ó ti wálẹ̀ ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ dáàdì wa ọlọ́wọ́ bá ṣe bá lẹ fẹ́ ṣe báyìí sìn kọ́lọ́ fẹjọ́ sọlọ́pàá bàbá yìí mẹ́rù lẹ̀. So whatever it is, at the end of the day, no parent will claim àlè ló wọlé wọ́n lù mí lọ́mọ pa. Come on, hear it now. It's 80,000 likes.
Welcome back. Such dedication. That is what we can say about justice seekers, the true justice seekers. And in the case of Yomi Fabi, for sure. Well, it is what it is. For a while now, we've been going back and forth, like I said, and it's been very, 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 very tiring. It's been very frustrating. It has never been that easy for those who are passionate about this. It's never been easy. It has not been easy. It's a thing that is full of rigorous. When I say rigorous, believe me, it has been rigorous. It has been so tense. so tense for a lot of people. Many have lost hope, lost interest. Many lost interest. Of course, why would one want to drag and continue to push, continue to press on justice for Mohbad for this long? Like, it took too long. It took too long. Ladies and gentlemen, it took too long. It took too long. This is something that would have been sorted out like ASAP. One of the things that could have provided insight, if not even like finally totally breaking this case into pieces, one that would have given us what we wanted is one thing, and it is simple: the CCTV. The CCTV would have given us in totality what we wanted. It would have given us the answers. There wouldn't have been, I mean, you cannot say it is AI. You cannot say it is AI. You can't say, my enemies are after me. My enemies are the reasons why the CCTV showed the image of me. You can't. You can't say it's your enemy. After all, there is a saying that as you stand when a picture is taken of you, that is how you are going to be. You can't come and be saying the picture distorted my hand. I mean, normally when you take a picture, when there is nothing else edited, so that is what it should have been. But it's quite unfortunate, really, and we just have to make do with what we have on our hands, and it is really nauseating. It is really nauseating. It is a sad one. Like Yomi Fabi will say, this merely is not something that a lot of people are glad about or happy about. But then, what can we do? We still have to be resolute. We have to keep pushing. We have to close our eyes to the bullshit, to the insults, to the joke that those that are against justice have become. So I do not want to take much of your time on this one. Yomi Fabi has been able to buttress, he has been able to expatiate on what, and of course you all know that he is passionate about this, and it's a good thing, really. It's a good thing. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and let's see how all of these things will turn out to be. Let us see if Mohbad's father will come out and tell us something new, something different. Let's see. Maybe there is going to be something new, something that is worth listening to. That's because Mohbad's father has his time of fame, or frame as he calls it, it is over. It is over. I do understand a little bit. Let me say not understand. I understand everything to an extent. Let me put it that way. But it can be very difficult for someone who has been in poverty for a long time. It can be very difficult for such a person. Very difficult. It can be excruciating. It can be excruciating for that person to retain integrity when somehow opportunity for them to spend money jumps into their life. Attention comes to fore. So to them, this is it. Let me do whatever it is that I can do now and grab whatever I want to grab, and that's it. Let me do it quickly. Let me take what I need to take. And also, if there are too many voices speaking to you at the same time, it becomes a big, huge issue. So I wouldn't blame him for that. Everybody wants to control. Everybody wants to infiltrate. So he just had to do what he had to do. He just looked at it and said, okay, you know what? I think the only thing that I should focus upon right now is myself and my sustainability. So that's what he did focus upon, and it's okay. It's okay. Let's see how the DNA thing and all of these things will be. You heard the audio recording. You heard what that Zomo said. That's Mohbad's childhood friend, the one that Mohbad's father defended. So that's where it becomes troubling, because we don't even know who to support, who not to support, who to listen to, and who not to listen to again. We don't know. We don't know. Really. We do not know. So, I don't know what your thoughts are. You've read it. What are your thoughts? Drop your comments.